Hey, everybody. We are live. I am Sarah Blessing, and I'm with my good friend, Adam Schneider, who I love so much. He's one of my favorite people in this world.
I got you,
Love you
girl.
so much. He is the former chair of the Harrison County Democratic Party, and he is one of the founding members that helped get the Pride Festival in Corydon started. You helped get that whole group, and thank you for coming on. First time on Project Next, but not the last, hopefully. Adam, introduce yourself a little bit.
Thanks, Sarah. Do want to say that I am a big fan of Project Next Media, and I'm a loyal listener.
Yay!
I don't get to catch it live, but I always listen to it on a
You do the
podcast.
podcast. That's so sweet. Yeah, every
Yeah,
once in a while you text me something, and it means so much to me that you liked a certain episode or
and
something.
and I just want to start saying how proud I am of you
Aw.
because so many people have said, no one's doing anything. The world is going crazy, and I don't know what to do. And you stepped up. You started a media company with Tim Peck. I mean, that's huge. And you ran for 70th. And while it is definitely a strategy to run multiple times to win, I mean, you're doing it for the right reason. You're doing it to help the community. You're not doing it to win.
Right.
Win would be the cherry, but you're doing it for the community and you're doing it for the right. So I'm proud of you.
Oh, thanks for saying that. That means a lot.
But
I'm proud of you. You're one of the reasons that I am where I am today. You have been in this longer. I met you during like COVID, like over Zoom meetings, when I first got involved with the Harrison County Democrats. And you're one of the reasons why I'm still here because it is hard to work in these groups, to get along with everybody, and to try to make decisions that are best. It's hard.
yeah,
So I'm just really thankful you kind of led the charge and welcomed me. We ran for county council together back in the day in
good.
22. That was fun and fun slash horrifying, terrible. and
I don't know if you remember, I called you up when I decided to run. And I said, Sarah, I feel like we're doing important work and I want to be a part of it. And,
I was
I
so
decided
happy
to
that
run.
when you said you were going to run, it was really fun. And I found out you're good on social media because you're not on social media much, but you're good.
Yeah, I am
Remember
not
the
a big
scary mask?
consumer.
Remember the scary mask video
Yeah.
you did? That was good. So yeah. So anyway, he's not on social media that much, but I had him on all the time when he ran for county council, and he did great. Okay, so Adam, tell us about why you started getting involved with Pride, and just for your information, you guys, the Corydon Pride Festival. It's their third one, right?
It's our
The third
third.
annual Pride Festival is June 28th from 3 to 7 at Bicentennial Park in Corydon, and all are invited, all are welcome. This is a beautiful event. So you helped get this started. Can you tell us why and just a little bit about how that happened, and just thank you.
Sure. Well, I am a gay man from Lanesville, Indiana. I grew up in Harrison County. I'm from Harrison County. I'm a gay farmer. Um, my gay agenda earlier was cleaning out the chicken coop. So, they always say we have this gay agenda. Well, that was my gay agenda for today. But I, I, like I said, I grew up here and always knew that I was different. I didn't really have a word for it. But I knew that there was something different about me. And as I grew and found out what that was and that I was gay, as someone from Harrison County, there was no one like me around here
I
that
mean, if
I knew of.
they were keeping it quiet.
They were, and I found out about a group in Indianapolis called Indianapolis Youth Group,
Oh, nice.
but that was really far from
Like
Lanesville.
what year about was this? Do you remember? Is this the
I
90s? Is
was,
this the 80s? The
I was,
2000s?
I came out at 19.
Wow.
I left my parents' house at 18 because I wasn't sure how they would accept me.
Mhm.
So I wanted to make sure I had learned from going to youth group to be safe and to take care of yourself. And I didn't want to be kicked out on the street like a lot of my friends had been.
Ah, so
And
sad.
so before I came out to my folks, I made sure that I had an apartment and a stable place. So I found out about Indianapolis Youth Group, and they told me about Louisville Youth Group, which was closer. And that's the first time I ever told anyone that I was gay. And I honestly almost left at the middle of the meeting. I was so scared.
Oh, I didn't know any of this. I did not know. I'm so proud of you for telling us this story. I just love you so much. I can't believe you went through like how hard that must have been. So everybody's journey to just be who they are when you're different, when you're in the pride community is incredibly difficult. You don't know how people are going to receive you, if they're going to still love you and care about you. You don't know if you're going to get kicked out. So you had friends that were kicked out of their homes.
I think that things have definitely gotten better. For
Yeah.
sure, things have gotten better, but in small rural communities like ours, it's still not great. And that that was one of the reasons, I went to Louisville because it was safe there and I had community there and I felt like I could be myself
Did that
there.
help your mental health a lot?
It helped me a lot. I mean, it saved my life.
I don't think people that are straight, like I am, fully realize how painful it is to pretend to be somebody that you're not. It's really, really hard. And it's really hard on your mental health, on your heart, on your happiness. It puts stress on you, on your body. I think a lot of people don't realize it because they're like, we don't want to see it. It's like, no, this is about them. And if you don't want to look at it, don't look at it. But you deserve to be who you are. That's part of
Yeah.
you being a happy person.
And as a young person, it's hard whether you're straight or gay to know who
It's
you are.
yeah, it's hard
So
anyway. Life
that
is
was
hard.
that was a journey for me,
Yeah.
and thank God Louisville was there for me. And that's kind of the reason why I started Harrison County Pride. And starting Harrison County Pride is one of the most biggest things I'm proud of
I'm
in my
really
life.
proud of you. It's a huge deal. So what year was it when you started like trying to get organized?
Well, I'll be honest, my friend Elizabeth Redding, who is the
Oh,
co-founder
I know
of
Elizabeth.
Harrison County
She's with
Pride,
the arts too.
she's with the arts community. She moved to Harrison County, I don't know, maybe 6 years ago or so. And she was used to a pride community and the cities and the towns that she had lived in. And she moved here and was like, well, where's the gay people? And people were like, well, Adam's the gay person in town. Go talk to Adam. So, and I'm the town gay, essentially. But I had never really thought about doing Pride in Harrison County and Corydon because I was scared to do it,
Yeah.
to be
So
honest.
it probably helped to have like a regular, I guess a
Well,
straight white woman
it
come
was
in
it
and
was
say like,
easy to go to Pride in Louisville. It was easy to go to Jeffersonville Pride and say, well, I don't need to have Pride in
because
Corydon
you've got
because
one
I
in
can
other
go to
places.
others. And then when Elizabeth approached me, I was like, you're right. We need to have Pride here in Harrison County. It's just as important. We have gay people here. We have queer people, all different types of people in
We have
Harrison County.
trans people.
Trans, everybody. So that's when I had the idea, prompted by Elizabeth, to start to have a Pride picnic. So we had our
That's
inaugural
right.
Pride picnic at Bicentennial Park, which is a beautiful park. It was well attended.
And
Uh,
was that 3 years ago?
that was 4 years
4
ago.
years ago? Okay.
But backtrack. So I'm deciding to have this festival, and I'm not sure what to do. I knew I needed to talk to the town. Um, some friends of mine told me that the Presbyterian Church in Corydon was a supporter of Pride
I love that church.
and that they had a PFLAG chapter and that they were trying to do an event for Pride. So I reached out to the church and the pastor there met with me and said, "Hey, we're doing this Pride thing. If you uh, join with us, we'll join with you." And so I joined their Presbyterian event that they had for Pride, and then they came together and said, "We'll do this Pride picnic with you." So I went to the town board of Corydon and said, "Hey, I want to have this festival or this picnic
Mm-hmm.
for Pride." And they weren't opposed, but they were like, well, I mean, do you have insurance? I'm like, I'm just here
Yeah,
asking
you
if I
didn't
can
know.
have a
Like you
picnic. I don't know any of this stuff.
did you need insurance to have a
You
picnic?
do have to have insurance to have
Well,
an
that
event.
is news to me.
And the Presbyterian Church said, we have insurance. We'll pay for it. So literally, the Presbyterian, we couldn't have had Pride to begin with if it
So
weren't
shout out to the
for this partnership
Presbyterian
with
Corden
Corydon
Presbyterian.
Pres and then the
Oh,
Corydon Methodist Church also
Aw.
as a sponsor. So I think one of the scary, icky things in Harrison County is people's religious misunderstanding about being LGBTQ. So there's a lot of hurt on that. And I personally, I'm a Catholic, cradle Catholic, born Catholic, still Catholic today. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I mean, me and Big JC, we cool. And so it it was so healing to me
For
to
churches
know
to step
that
in and help.
we would not have had pride if it weren't
That is a
for
nice.
the
I didn't
religious
know that.
community.
I did not know that. That's wonderful.
So this community came together, and as an organizer, I've learned over, we're so tired from all the work that we do, and I don't
Yeah.
mean to be like we're big people, but we do a lot of stuff, and
Well,
it's
you being the chair of the
I
Democratic
was
Party in
the chair
Harrison
of the Dems at the
County,
time.
when we've lost complete control of the county, it's hard. It's hard. It's
So
hard. I'm here with you. It's hard.
it's I'm very pleased and grateful that Elizabeth and I started it. And what makes it even better is that the group of people that have come now,
And there's a bigger group.
there's a bigger
There's
group.
more people
There's a
helping.
Pride committee now. We're a 501c3 Harrison County Pride. Um, so from the picnic, it was an well attended. The town police were there to support us. The town council had supported us. It felt really good. The only negative thing that we heard was that they felt like Rice Island, which is a beautiful park, but it's kind of sits off of downtown. People felt like we were kind of hiding.
So you wanted more public
And we
place.
really weren't. That's just
The spot.
that was the spot
That's a
that
nice
we were able
spot.
to get.
The
And it
Rice
was
Island
a
place
nice
is a nice
spot.
spot. So now you're downtown Bicentennial Park, right in the middle of downtown.
Elizabeth got us Bicentennial Park.
She's awesome.
And
Now I just want to talk for just a minute. It was last year, I think, after the second annual Pride Fest, which was amazing. That was the first one I attended. That was beautiful. It was super hot, but it was great.
June is hot.
It was hot. But it was amazing. After that one happened, I remember there being just like, was it just one person that went to the Corydon Town Council and did everything he could to try to stop this year's Pride? Didn't that happen?
There were several people that came to the town of Corydon and said that Corydon Pride was a demonic force that was taking over our community. It was more than one person. It was one church in particular, and I'm not going to out that church because it doesn't matter. But they tried to shut us down, and they asked the town to shut us down. And they figured out the way to save the date to
they were trying
the
to
park.
reserve every.
So they tried to reserve every day, every Saturday in June to block us from
And
having
wasn't one of their arguments that there weren't pride, like there weren't people in the Pride community in Harrison County? Wasn't that one of their arguments?
They were saying that
it was
everyone was outsiders. There was no one local that started Pride. That we were all.
I was really proud of you because you came the next time to the next meeting and you said, "I've been living here my entire life and I'm a gay man." Like you stood up. I just thought that was really badass of you. I'm really proud of you, my friend, because that's brave. It's scary.
People on the committee like Bethany Bannett and Rachel Stroud, the whole community, it felt like, I don't know if you've ever seen Tu Wong Fu. Thank You for Everything, Julie Newmar. It's a gay classic.
Oh, nice.
You'll have to see it sometime. It has Wesley Snipes and Rob Lowe, and they're in drag. But at the end of the movie, and I don't want to ruin it, but there's the town comes together in support of these gay characters, and that's how it felt to me.
That's nice. I'm so glad,
because we weren't sure if the town was going to support us or not, and then all these people for the community came in, and Corydon Town Hall isn't huge, but we packed the place.
That's nice.
And we didn't have to say anything but show up with our pride pins. A lot more
support in this county for the Pride community than against. That's so important for people to realize, because when you look at our government, sometimes it doesn't look that way. Cheryl Lone is here. Come in and get in the middle of us, little sweetie pie. Here is our chair of Harrison County Democrats, and we are going to have a booth at the Pride Fest. Thanks to you. And we just bought a new, what is it called? I always forget the name of it.
Canopy.
Canopy
Canopy.
that has our name, Harrison County Democrats, on it, right?
Yes, we did. It's amazing.
Why is it important, Cheryl, for the Harrison County Democrats to support Pride, this Pride Fest in Corydon?
I think it's important for Harrison County Democrats or any Democrats to support everybody because we are all equal and we all deserve equal treatment and respect. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Gay people encompass every community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're everywhere. They might be hiding because it might not be safe, but they're everywhere.
White people are gay, black
That's
people
true.
are gay, Asians who are gay, handicapped people who are gay. I mean, they're in every community LGBTQ plus.
If you
touches.
don't have any in your community or you don't know of anyone, it might be because that place might not seem safe enough for them to be themselves. So
it's not
There's
because
gay Republicans even.
there's
and
some
it's not because they're not there. It's because you just don't know. And you haven't really, and some people haven't tried to find out.
there's certain people in the Indiana government, some local,
Yeah.
that
Thank you.
thanks Cheryl, thanks
Thanks,
blah, blah,
Cheryl.
blah, that I question whether they get to be who they are. Do you know what I mean? Because there are some people in Republican government that are so hateful towards the Pride community with a vengeance that seems so powerful and driven that I'm wondering if some of these people might be that way. They might be in this community. And since they don't feel like their culture accepts them and their family or whatever, they choose to go after them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's particularly older men, because that's where I'm seeing it, that I question whether they are living a happy life and getting to be who they are, because they go after just so cruelly the Pride community. And why would you do that unless you were mad that they got to be them and you couldn't be you? Do you know what I mean?
I do.
It's really sad.
The cruelty, I don't get. I don't get how people can lift themselves up by tearing other people down.
And that's why I think they do it sometimes. I think that they are just not being true to them. And that's why Pride, like what I love most about Pride is being who you are. Last year, I had suicidal thoughts and I got really bad. And you were around me at that time. I was a mess and you helped me. You were a friend to me during that time. It was really difficult. And I got therapy. And what I learned in therapy was they're like, Sarah, who do you want to be? Not who do your husband want you to be, or your kids, or your mom or your mother. Who do you want to be? And that was literally the first time I was asked that question at 43. And I was like, oh, well, I'm somebody who wants to run for state house, but I know nobody else wants me to do that. And that's why I identify and love the Pride community so much, is I am so much happier being me. I want you to be you. I want everybody watching, everybody that doesn't feel safe being who they are, to know it's worth it to be who they are. It feels great to just openly be you. Yeah.
I'm a live and let live kind of person. If you want to believe something crazy, believe it. If you're not hurting someone, that's your choice. If you don't believe in pride, don't come to the Pride Festival. Don't try to stop my right from having the festival.
Yeah. People that tried to stop the festival, just don't go to court in that one day during those few hours.
You know what? Corydon is famous for their festivals, and some days it feels like I'm just trying to have a party. I'm just trying to have a festival, and then it gets personal, and I just want people to feel loved and welcomed and part of a community. And a lot of LGBTQ people in Harrison County don't feel that. And I just sat at the Southern Indiana Pride in Jeffersonville this last Saturday with the Harrison County Pride booth.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And let me tell you, the amount of people that walked past and said, I'm from Corydon. I'm from Harrison County. I didn't know you all had Pride. I didn't know you had a festival. So many people's minds were blown and thankful that we were there.
Do you know just having a Pride support group in your county lowers the suicide rate of people in that community?
Well,
Do you know that?
amazing.
By a lot. I can't remember the exact percentage. Someone told me and it was very high. So just them knowing, maybe they're not getting support at home, but knowing that there are people close by around them that do support and love them,
Mhm.
it helps lower suicide rates. So why do we do this? Literally to save people's lives.
LGBTQ people, young people, are 2 to 3 times more likely than straight
That's so
kids
sad. I
to
didn't know
commit
that.
suicide. And it does get better. Um, I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, and now I'm 50. And
You do not look 50.
thank you. But it does get better, especially if you're a young person in Harrison County who's struggling with who you are. Know that there are people out there who love and support you for who you are. It gets better. Talk to us. Um, we talked about all the things that we do. If I had one other chunk of time to give, I would do a youth group for young people in
Oh, that's
Harrison County
nice.
because it's needed.
If there's anybody that wants to do that and help, maybe you could
Yeah,
get in touch with Adam. He will be at the Corydon Pride Fest June 28th, 3 to 7 in Bicentennial Park. So if you are watching this and you want to help start a youth group, a youth support group in this county, I bet we know of some churches that'll let them meet
the
for free
Presbyterian
there.
Church has offered us space.
So that's wonderful. So yeah, if you want extra help with that, I will be there. I'm gonna try to be there the whole time. I'll probably do a couple live shows from there and interview some people. So maybe we can get you on again. Especially get some of the people that work to put this on. It's really beautiful. You can follow them on, they've got stickers here. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram, I think, but I know of at
I
least
think so, yeah.
Facebook. Yeah, just look up Corydon Pride Festival and you can follow them and get updates about the sponsors and what's going to be there. There'll be fun activities, but there'll be food, booths. There'll be lots of like jewelry and face painting. And there was a drag show, fashion show last year. I don't know if there's going to be one this year.
There's going to be a drag show this year. We're at classic Corydon festival. We have most of our vendors are local people. That was
Yes,
so important to
local
us
vendors.
to be local. We have food trucks that are local food. We try to be really mindful of the business community in downtown Corydon. Like we didn't get an ice cream food truck because there's an ice cream shop right across the
Oh, that's
street, and we
nice.
want people to
Go to Lazy Cow.
go to Lazy Cow or go to Zimmerman Art Glass. While you're downtown, spend money in Corydon. I mean, that's another great thing
I
about
know
having
that
a
the
festival.
Zimmerman
We're
Art
bringing
Glass
in people.
definitely supports the Pride group because now I know that family and they're a great family.
They are.
Yeah.
They are
So
good
that's
support.
really cool. The one last thing I want to say, something that happened last year when I was watching this go on with you and the people that wanted to stop Corydon Pride, I made a video and I said, please don't be mean to these people. I said, I know that they're spewing hate in the name of God. I know that they're trying to stop this beautiful thing. Please don't yell at them. If you yell at them, you just make their hate bigger. You give them a reason why to continue to hurt this marginalized group. But if you show love and compassion, you can help protect my friends in this group. More violence just brings more violence. We have to do a Martin Luther King approach. And just listening to you speak, you didn't out the church. You didn't out the people's names that you probably know because you're choosing love when they are not choosing the same for you is really beautiful and admirable. And especially for straight people watching this, we have to be the better ones to protect our people, to protect those in the pride community, to protect the young ones figuring themselves out and choosing whether they want to be them or they want to hide to protect themselves. Just remember that, choose love. And that's another reason why I love Pride, because it's so much about love.
Yeah, I invited the haters, and they were hating on us. I mean, they called us a demonic force. I did a letter to the editor, and I publicly talked to them and said, "We have religious people here. I'm a Christian. Come pray with us." We didn't get that courtesy back. They still tried to cancel us,
And
but
I think they're scared
that
of
was
you.
my approach.
They're scared of you. They think untrue, scary, fake things that their propaganda media, propaganda church, propaganda pastor is shouting. And they, instead of going out and meeting people like you and finding out those to be false. They're just blindly choosing that. And we've got to choose love to get them to come back, to be less scared. Because we do know there are violent acts. People die because they are openly who they are. And if we can lessen that all we can by not getting upset and by choosing love and by kindly explaining, if somebody says there's no gay people in Harrison County, I can say, well, let me tell you about my good friend Adam Schneider and all he's done for this community. Do you have a minute? Do you want to talk to him? He'll talk to you. He's not scared. You're one of the bravest people I know. And I think that's brave and kind. And that's one of the reasons why I like to just be around you. I've introduced you to Republicans, been like, Adam, I don't think these people are bad. Here they are. And then you're like, I don't think they are that bad. And you trusted me and did that. That was giant. That was huge. I'm so proud of you. So you are brave. You also are fighting the good fight here in the county. And come and meet Adam for yourself at Pride. He's a great person. And then we'll be doing some lives. If you want to be on the live, come down and say, I'll take a picture, get a video. Let's do this. Let's spread the love. And wherever you are, find your Pride events and go to them and let your people know you love them. I like the shirts that say free mom hugs. I have a lot of my friends that I went to high school with wearing those shirts. I like those. I should get one. I don't have one, but
yeah. Come to Pride. Everyone's welcome. If you're straight, if you're not straight, you're welcome. Just come. Have a great DJ, food and booths. It's just
be you.
It's about being yourself and having fun. I just honestly learned this today. The 28th is the 55th anniversary of the first Pride ever that started, and they had the Stonewall riot, and then a year later they had the first Pride celebration. It was in Chicago, LA, and New York, and they had a Pride parade, and that was the 28th of 1970. So
He's only 5 years older than you.
Only 5 years older.
We still got to push the culture, you guys.
So I was pretty stoked to hear that we were actually celebrating.
I didn't know that. That's beautiful.
The anniversary of Stonewall.
Adam, thanks for doing this. Love you, my friend.
Love you too. Thanks for having me. Thanks for being a supporter and an ally.
Always. And we're going to keep pushing. I'm really excited about the whole month of June and all the Pride festivals. I just think they're really beautiful. And I just want to shout out to every person involved helping to make one happen in your community. I want to shout out to everybody going to them in your communities. That helps to show the country that we're here and we support people and we love them and you get to be who you are. And I just want to shout out to trans people. We know that you're being marginalized the most. And we love you and we support you. I personally recently met a trans woman who thankfully doesn't look trans. She just looks like a woman. And so she doesn't tell people. And I'm like, don't tell people, protect yourself. I'm so glad. So now I just keep meeting more trans people that I love. And just know we are fighting for you and we care about you. And I'm sorry this is happening. If I could wave a magic wand and fix it, I would stop the hate for people that are different that you're scared of.
I've said this before. Transgender rights are human rights. Transgender people are human people. To be mean to them, to make laws to say that they're illegal to even exist, that's not Christian. It's not humane. Trans people are people just like you and me.
Not judging thing. What about the not judging thing that's supposed to be part of Christianity? Feels like we've lost that in some areas. I mean, we're supposed to love everybody. That includes people that you're fearful of. Talk to them, meet one, find out they're not terrible, but it's very brave of them to be that way. They're risking their life just to be them because violent acts are so high against trans people. So
Jesus hung out with all the people that were not cool, the lepers and
the women that were probably just normal women, but now are called like prostitutes.
Yeah. The one thing people that Jesus had the biggest problem with, and this is my opinion and from my Catholic studies, is the tax collectors that came into the temple. So he was mad about that, and he was
table over or whatever.
Mad about politicians, scribes, and Pharisees that were using religion as a cudgel, as a weapon.
And we
to hurt
definitely
people.
have that now. We have that now.
Jesus wasn't cool with that, y'all.
Yeah, he got mad at that. So yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
pointing that out. So yeah, thanks for doing this with me. I need to have you back on soon. It's really nice.
Thanks to Dr. Tim Peck. I'm big fan. Love you, man. Thanks for everything you do for us.
Tim has had a really rough night in the ER. He's working now, but the night before, he didn't answer all my Project Next questions because I'm bothering him every day. And then he later did. I woke up this morning and he had a really rough night. So I just want to send my love to Tim and his family, being an ER doctor and taking care of patients that are really sick. And it's hard on him because he's someone that cares. He has like a lot of empathy. So shout out to my good friend Tim, who I do this stuff with. He's having a rough time, and I just really care about him. Yeah, I can't believe he works night shift and then he like gets up and does the Project Next. Or sometimes he works a whole night shift and does a Project Next and hasn't gone to bed yet. So anyway,
Makes it interesting, I'm sure.
sometimes he makes more grammar mistakes when he is coming off of a shift. I've noticed that. I'm like, this is a question mark, Tim. Where's your question mark? He's allowed. He's okay. I mess up all the time. I misspelled Palmyra 2 weeks ago on a live. My town. It was up the whole time. Only 5,000 people saw it on Facebook that I can't spell Palmyra, so it's okay.
Good thing we're all human.
We're all freaking human. We're allowed to mess up, and we shouldn't judge, and we should care about each other. Yeah, that's good for the pride talk too. All right, thanks for watching us, and please share this and please spread the word about June 28th, Corydon, 3 to 7, Bicentennial Park, and hope to see you there.
Thanks
Love
so
you
much.
guys.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye. Love you all.